Fever star Kelsey Mitchell experience with rhabdomyolysis, my body locked.
Indianapolis, when Indiana Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell was laying on the court, temporarily paralyzed and her muscles locked, and she didn't know how she was going to get through it. Then she saw her teammates, who rushed over after she collapsed. Lexie Hull was at her side, holding her hand, and Aliyah Boston was standing over her, praying. Brianna Turner was giving her words of encouragement, assuring her that her legs were going to move. "They made me feel loved, and I hope that they know that I love them, because I don't even think I would have got through it," Mitchell said during Fever exit interviews Thursday. "Their iteration of love is just, it's great to be able to play with the group that I play with. And I can honestly say I go to war with them on any kind of day." Start the day smarter. Get all the news you need in your inbox each morning. Mitchell pushed her body till the wheels fell off Tuesday night in Las Vegas. She played until her muscles literally couldn't take it anymore, developing rhabdomyolysis, a rare muscle injury that occurs when muscle tissue breaks down. It happened in the third quarter of Indiana's decisive Game 5 loss against number 2 Las Vegas, and Mitchell had just hit a three-pointer. But something felt off. After a dead ball on the next possession, Mitchell started moving slowly. Until she couldn't move anymore. She grabbed onto the official passing by, Isaac Barnett, and he steadied her, then slowly lowered her to the ground as her teammates surrounded her. "My body locked, like, I just couldn't move," Mitchell said. "And when I fell on Isaac, I felt so bad for him, because I was like, maybe he don't even know what's happening." But it was an unbelievable experience. Aces and Fever players came over from the bench, holding up towels to shield her from cameras and the crowd as multiple athletic trainers worked on her. Then, paramedics brought the stretcher out. By then, Mitchell was regaining minimal movement in her legs. And, she said, she wasn't about to make a scene. So, she was essentially carried off the floor by 2 athletic trainers. She got well wishes from her teammates and multiple Aces players, who she passed while going down the Aces tunnel. "I was like, I'm not going out on a stretcher, man, it's just not going to happen," Mitchell said. "I was like, if you guys just get me off the floor so they can finish the game, I'll be fine. I don't know if you guys saw my feet, but they were like, dangling because I had no movement, no blood flow. And so me getting put off the court was just an act of God, really, because I couldn't lift my legs to move." She was then rushed to the hospital for fluids and electrolytes to help restore blood flow to her muscles. Rhabdomyolysis happens when muscle tissue starts to disintegrate, whether it be through overexertion, injuries or trauma, or medication, according to the Cleveland Clinic. The disintegration of the muscle allows components to then leak into the bloodstream and kidneys, which can be toxic. In some severe cases, rhabdomyolysis can cause kidney damage, but most are able to recover with extra fluids and a lot of rest. Mitchell said that she likely developed the condition because of overuse, especially considering the constant travel between Las Vegas and Indianapolis for the 5-game semifinal series. And, she said, in hindsight, she thinks she attributed some of her rhabdomyolysis symptoms to period cramps. "At the time, it was that time of the month as a woman, and so I thought it was just cramps for a while, and then I felt like my stomach dropped to my legs a little bit," Mitchell said. "I think a little fatigue had settled in based on our travel, based on playing in Game 4, on Sunday, leaving the next day to Game 5. I took the proper, treatment. I did everything that I would normally do. I just think, life happens." Rhabdomyolysis is a rare muscle injury in of itself, but even more unheard of in basketball players. Fever coach Stephanie White said she had only heard of the condition in football. Now that Mitchell has gone through it, though, the entire Fever coaching and training staff are planning to be more cognizant of the symptoms going forward. "I'm still just learning about this, but I think this is usually something we see in football, right in the fall, or in the heat when they first start camps and things like that," White said. "So I think making sure that we have an awareness, number 1, and number 2, that we're continuing to emphasize, from a coaching standpoint, hydration, recovery, and all the things that entail putting your athletes in position for success." Chloe Peterson is the Indiana Fever beat reporter for Indy Star. Reach her at capeterson@gannett.com or follow her on X at ChloePeterson67. Get Indy Star's Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark coverage sent directly to your inbox with our Caitlin Clark Fever newsletter. Subscribe to Indy Star's YouTube channel for Fever Insiders Live.
Lev.